Punta Cana is not what you think. Before you book, here's the truth from tourism expert Olivier Levesque, who spent 25 years in the industry. Let's reveal what the brochures don't tell you.
We find adventure. Dominican Republic has so much to offer.
You can get out off of the beaten path.
We have a catalog with over 60 different activities, experiences.
Wow. Oh my goodness.
So,
Snow in the Dominican Republic. Okay.
So only by horses, donkeys, or with the dirt bike. That freedom that you can have here, and as well the opportunity.
Real estate is a good business.
Dominican Republic won 3 times in a row the best chocolate in the world.
Olivier, or I can call you Ollie.
Yeah, yes, please.
25 years in the tourism industry?
25 years, not only in Punta Cana. I did many countries, but yes, I start when I was 18 years old, my school. I did my MBA, and it is in tourism. And starting at 20 years old, I start to work with Air Canada Vacations and sending me to Paris. Then in Greece, I did the cruise ship. So always been for all of my life, tourism.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm hating it. I love it.
Obviously, if you spend 25 years and you still have a big smile on your face with what you're doing, and now here in Punta Cana. So talk to us about what you're actually doing here in Punta Cana. Your company is called Adventure Finders. So what kind of adventures are we finding?
It's saying by itself.
Yes.
We find adventure. I used to work for big tour operators in many destinations. So I did all-inclusive hotels, working very hard with excursions and tour, always for the experiences for the clients. And we realized that, it's always a little bit the same. So Dominican Republic have so much to offer. And it's important that, sometimes I think it's not sad, but people who come here year after years, they go on the same catamaran, doing the same boogie tour, and they don't take the time really much to feel the country, to see the culture, the food. It's an amazing island. It's a big island, so you need to go out a little bit. So what we're doing, it's really customize a little bit the vacation. So people, they get in touch with us. They give us our interests if they want to see more natural, the national park, and we organize their trips really a la carte. So we try to go away from the mass. When you have big hotels chains with thousands of rooms and you share the beach with 5,000 people and everybody go to the same place all together, we try really to go outside of that box a little bit, to bring something different.
Yes. I love that. And I know that when I have had family here, I've called you and we've done some really incredible excursions that you don't see in the books, in the brochures. What are some of the most popular or the most interesting off the beaten path excursions and adventures that you take your folks on?
We do have a lot. Of course, we always try to go with the feeling of the people. So we do have the webs. We have a catalog with over 60 different activities, experiences. So we work with suppliers. But when people want to try something, I think one of the best, if it's your first time in Dominican Republic or second time and you never did it, we go with the families. I love to work as well with teenagers to show them the real Dominican Republic, to see how much different it is from United States or Canada. I'm from Canada, so
yeah, I can hear your accent.
my French and
Quebec.
What we do, we say, okay, do you want to see some landscape? You want to go on the water? You want to do some boogie tour? And I always bring them to Igwe. I try to do my own tours as a tour guide. I used to be a tour guide in Canada for 10 years for the French market. I love to share a little bit the experiences with the people. So when we have groups, I try always to be there, and we take a van, we go to Igwe, which is the capital of La Altagracia, with right now about 250,000 people. All of the employees of Punta Cana, Punta Cana, it's a touristical place.
Yes.
And most of the employees, 80% of the employees don't live in Punta Cana because the prices are higher.
Yes.
So they all live in Igwe. So it's really the real city. And we go there, they have the flea market. And it is not a culture shock, but it's not what we have in the United States. So we go around.
So an authentic Dominican flea market. I've never actually done that. I'm curious.
Really?
No.
Oh. I always stop to see Jose. Jose owned a little stand with all of the spices, and we try the vanilla, the canela, so all kind of spice. So people, they love it. They have a place as well with the meat where they cut really the meat, and they just stand on the with the flies and on the sun and everything. So,
Nature, you can get out off of the beaten path, right?
yeah,
The real thing.
the real thing.
Okay.
And then after that, we go to the mountains. I'm a nature lover. I love the adventure. I'm always the first one to jump off the bridge or something like that. You know, so let's do some bungee. All right, I'm the first one.
Ollie will go first, right? I love it. I love it.
Let's try if we can do it here. So I will try it all the time.
So he goes first. Okay.
Yeah.
I
So
love it. I love it.
The countryside, that people, they don't really go in the countryside. They always go to the touristical place.
Yes.
So to go to see the country, you live here for so many years. The landscape, that the people, they are
Beautiful.
so beautiful. I used to work in many other islands in the Caribbean. I did Mexico, Jamaica, Costa Rica, St. Lucie, St. Martin, went to
Oh my goodness.
Honduras, about 40 countries. And I decided to move in Dominican Republic because I think this island can bring everything, and everything what we love, we find it here. I'm a trekker. I love to do trekking. I bring some groups sometimes to climb some mountains.
Oof.
We have the El Pico Duarte, which is the highest mountain in the Caribbean islands.
Yes.
3,100
You've been to the top of that?
Yes.
Is it cold? I hear that it gets cold and that there's been snow there. Is that true?
I saw snow.
You saw snow?
Yeah. I was there one time and it was freezing, and we had some blizzard and snows. Yeah. So,
Oh my goodness.
So,
Snow in the Dominican Republic. Okay, I may have to see that just to see it with my own eyes.
3 days hike. So it's not Himalaya. So we're not talking about Nepal. So we're not talking about Kashmir or Ladakh. We're talking about small mountains. So it's a 3 days, very, very nice. So that's
So it's camping too, like pitching a tent
Yeah.
or glamping or
glamping,
tell me.
campings. You can sleep to some family house as well. So if you want to have a contact directly, they have some people who just accept it. They have one room, so you can sleep to a family, Dominican family, learn your Spanish, learn how to cook, do the food with them.
Wow.
So it's very something interesting.
You're not going to find that in a hotel. Like they're not offering those kind of excursions.
No, definitely not. So that's why our market, we have the big tour operators, the all inclusive. So we have to go somewhere else from the market, do the things different. So we decided really to go into niche market. So of course, the business, it's maybe a little bit smaller, but we really connect with our people and we do what we love to do. So that's why when we do the tour, we go to Igwe, the cities, we go to the mountains. In Anamuya is right.
Oh, yes.
So about 20
know
minutes,
that.
25 minutes from Punta Cana. And 75% of the production of the cacao, the chocolate, from Anamuya. So we go over there, we check the cacao, we open it, we grind it, we do the real
Really?
chocolate with it. So I'm pretty sure, Hershey and M&M's, they all buy their chocolate in Dominican Republic. Dominican Republic won 3 times in a row the best chocolate in the world. It's called the Cacao of Gold. And it's in Spain that they decide who is the best country for the producer. And Dominican Republic won 3 years in a row.
Wow.
So that's why, people, they don't really know where it's from chocolate. For us, it's maybe normal, or coffee. Even the coffee as well. They have big plantation for coffee. So that's where I love to bring the people.
That is incredible. And it's true that you learn something new every day. I did not know that we win awards for chocolate in the
Yes.
Dominican Republic. That's something else to add to the list of the top things about the Dominican Republic, not only tourism and the beautiful beaches, but also number 1 for chocolate production.
Yeah, all of
Incredible.
the culture. We forget about it. We think that Dominican Republic, it's beaches, but it is not.
It's so much more than beaches.
Yeah.
It's beaches and then so much more.
And so much more. And the climate, it's good when you go to the mountains as well. If you go to the National Park of Los Haitises, which is about an hour and a half drive from Punta Cana, we organize tour over there. And it's raining every day. So every night at 6 o'clock for 30 minutes, you have a big shower. So it's the place that it's raining 306 days per year.
Wow.
So almost every day. It's so lush, all green, a lot of forest. They have the cave, the underground river, so you can go and swim
Wow.
on the fresh water. So that's why I love to bring people, because at the end, if you come with Airbnb or you own your own place or you go with the all-inclusive hotel, the beach, it's there. The boat, it's always there. You want to take a boat and drink all day and having party, it's something you can do everywhere.
Yes.
But what we propose, it's really something that you cannot do with other agencies or other tours. So we really want to go into that market.
Wow. And I've recently been to Los Eitis. I had never been there all these years, almost 20 years in the DR. And it was beautiful, something that I had never seen before. And I've been working to travel and see different places in the country. And I didn't know that's where they did all the different shows, like the Survivors, the
Yeah.
Conquistadores, the Caribeño, and Fear Factor, and those shows that they talk about the Dominican Republic. And I'm like, where are they? Like up there. And it is gorgeous up there in the
Now
peninsula.
they have in Bayahibe, they do survival as well. It's a production from Turkey, and they work for over 25 different countries producing the survival for all of the countries. So of course, Dominican Republic, they got a lot of movies. Jennifer Lopez with the last movie, she was here as
Yes.
well. So really, we forget about it, that it's so accessible, it's safe for someone from Montreal. You know, even sometimes I feel safer here in Dominican Republic that I can feel in my home city in Montreal.
Yeah, I say that regularly. I absolutely feel safer in Punta Cana than I do pretty much anywhere in the States.
Yeah.
I mean, people are friendly and relaxed and warm and not really snapping off the chain like sometimes people do. Like the environment is just conducive to relaxation and tranquilidad. And
Yeah.
I'm sure if you're going on excursions to the mountains and to the rivers and lakes, like what's going to happen? You're going to be one with nature
Exactly.
and have a wonderful experience.
You know, bad things happen everywhere.
Yes.
But, you know, at the end here, no, like the people and everything, it's very a safe place. So that's why we can really go out. And it's make me a little bit angry when I hear people walking in the hotels on the tourism business and tell clients to don't go out from the resort because
Yeah.
it's not safe.
Right.
And people just miss a big opportunity to discover that country.
Yes.
I don't know why, because they just want to keep the money from the clients inside of the resort.
Yes.
That's probably one of
It's
the big parts.
economically motivated, very economically motivated. But I think the secret is getting out because we're seeing so many more people who are staying in vacation rentals, coming out of the resorts and doing their own thing. And that's how Punta Cana has grown as a town, because it used to be, when I first got here back in '06, just from the airport to the resort to the airport and home. And now people are staying in the communities, and the vacation rental and Airbnb market is very much thriving.
Yeah.
And I understand that even with our tourism numbers, that the growth in tourism is primarily folks who are staying in vacation rentals and not necessarily in the resorts.
Yeah.
So that's what's really good about you too, because your services are available to anybody, even local people who live around town, or maybe they have visitors coming, because I have visitors coming regularly and it's like, Ali, what you got going on? You know,
What we can do?
my people want to go on this excursion, and it doesn't have to only be the same cookie cutter excursions from the hotels.
Exactly. I think we have a lot of repeater.
Yes.
People, they come here and they still call me. Exactly. They say, okay, what we can do? We did everything. We went to Sauna Island. We went to Santo Domingo. What we can do? And we start to organize. So we just started last year. We didn't have a lot of groups, but slowly that business is growing to do organized tour, multi-destination and multi-nights.
Okay.
For example-
Yes.
Yeah. So for example, in Los Aitis, the national park, I don't know if you have stayed there. They have a beautiful resort. Canyon Hondo.
Yes, I walked through the. Oh my
It's
goodness!
wonderful.
Really, I don't even have words to describe how beautiful
Yeah.
that
So-
resort. It's literally built in the side of a mountain, and I think they said they have 25 different pools. So there's like a waterfall that comes from the
Exactly.
mountain, right, and it goes right through the resort.
With waterfalls and
Everywhere.
jacuzzi everywhere.
Oh my
So
goodness!
me always, when I have friends from Canada, I always bring them for a night over there, because you can go
Yes.
to the national park in one day. But the experiences, like for people who come with Airbnb or stay here for long term, 1 month, 2 months, or 3 months, I say, guys, let's go there. Let's spend one night or 2 nights. You have
Yes.
the sky, the stars, and they do bonfires at night. So you really disconnect. It's not the same concept of your hotel and just going at the bar and listening to jacuzzi, the piano man playing,
Yes,
or
watered
the
down
Michael Jackson
drinks.
show.
Oh
that
my
that has been
gosh.
30 years that we have it. That's really what we want to create as experiences. Like to work so many years, over 15 years, for one of the biggest tour operator in Canada and work in the all-inclusive hotel, I get a little bit fed up or a little bit tired of it. So
Yes.
that's why we decide with our group to find a new vision.
Yes.
And really the objective is to make sure that people will come with us and can come back the next year and the next year, even if they stay here, even if they buy a property or they have their own condos. The long term that we're doing right now, we can go to Bahía de las Águilas. I don't know if you have been there.
Yes, in Pedernales, right?
Yeah.
All the way across the other extreme of the country near the border.
7 hours drive from Punta Cana.
Yes.
So what we're doing, we leave in the morning. We go first to Saona Island. We sleep into Eco Lodge in Bayaibe.
Oh.
So we cut the road a little bit. Then the next day we go to Barahona. We have an hotel it's an Italian Honor. It's a beautiful resort on top of a cliff of 20 meters with the sunset right in front. They have the infinity pool, smaller resort, 20 rooms only. So that's perfect for smaller groups, 15, 20 people. So we spend the night over there. The next day we go to Bahía de las Águilas. We have our captain with the boat doing all of the most beautiful beach you can find in Dominican Republic. We have a picnic right on the beach with a bottle of wine, and then come back to Barahona one night, and then we go to Santo Domingo again to cut the road, sleep in the hotel in the colonial zone, and we go for the party. In Santo
Nice.
Domingo, city tour at night, party, and come back here. So it's a 4 days tour.
With Bayaibe, with Barahona, with
Valle de las Aguilas in Santo Domingo.
Colonial Zone, Santo Domingo. Wow.
Yeah.
And that's how long is that trip?
It's a 4 days, 3 nights, 4 days, and we organize the transportation, the tour guide, English tour guide. Sometimes I can go with the group. Sometimes it's going to be someone from the team. Out of the hotel, it's already reserved. The restaurant, so it's like, let's say it's a all inclusive, but different way. So
I mean, just imagine that, like coming on vacation and not needing a hotel or all inclusive because you're going through on an excursion throughout the country and have all of those experiences. That's
nice.
really nice.
Even for someone who come 1 week, we can book 3 nights in the all-inclusive hotel. So they arrive here, they have their
Get
relaxed
settled
time,
down and everything, and then
you
hit
jump
the
with me
adventure.
and we go around. Yeah.
Love it. Love it. Imagine being part of a thriving real estate market without the overwhelming costs and risks typically associated with property investment. Welcome to the International Property Investors Alliance, where we turn your investment dreams into reality with a groundbreaking approach to group investing. Everyone should have the opportunity to invest in real estate. That is why we've created a platform that allows you to join forces with other like-minded investors, pooling your resources for minimum entry while maximizing your potential returns. Contact us today. You said that you've been to 40 different countries, in every country in the Caribbean. So I have to ask you, why Punta Cana?
At the beginning, to be honest with you, I didn't want to come here.
No.
No, I was working for a tour
The
operator.
other 39, yes, but not Punta Cana.
Exactly. It was a mix with work and pleasure. I always work on a cruise ship, tour leaders, tour guide. So I work very hard for a couple of months, and then I have free time. So I'm a big lover of Vietnam, Cambodia, Laos, Nepal. And with the business, they said, Oliver, we need someone at the airport of Punta Cana to organize the operation. We had big issues in 2008 when I arrived.
Yes.
You arrived in 2006.
Yes.
Was very chaotic.
Yes.
And so they sent me from Mexico here. I didn't want. They said, no, you go for 1 year. You're the operation manager at the airport, organize everything, all of the flights. When the team is set up after 1 year, you can come back to Mexico. And I said, okay, I will take. They didn't give me choice. So I said, I will come here in Dominican Republic for 1 year. And I met a lot of friends. I bought my first dirt bike. So I start to ride
A
bike.
dirt bike you bought
Yeah.
here. Okay.
Enduro, and start to love it. It's a beautiful way to discover the country where nobody can go. So only by horses, donkeys, or with a dirt bike, and start to meet a lot of friends. And I realized that the country, for the way to live, it's really good. You need less money than United States or Canada to have a good life.
Yes.
We're talking about in Punta Cana, if you're lucky enough to have a job of $2,000, $3,000 a month, you can live very well.
Yes.
Which is in the United States and Canada right now with
You
the taxes,
can't even-
you cannot.
Exactly.
So that's why I realized that the life was really good, freedom, which we don't have sometimes in other countries.
True.
Good freedom and bad freedoms. Of course, we do have problems with traffic and the way that people drive cars in Dominican Republic and the alcohol with driving.
Yes.
But that freedom that you can have here, and as well the opportunity. It's a land that I love to be here. People, they are very nice. They try to work. They might not have the same education that we receive. When you have a little bit of brain, you can have good opportunities. It's a good destination. We receive a lot of tourists. So right now we're going to probably hit 7 millions in Punta Cana arrivals in this year. 50% of the 7 millions, they are coming with Airbnb or not in the all inclusive. So for business, it is a good place, more than if you go, for example, to Jamaica, that everything it's more control. You need to be very with the government, so they don't allow anyone to just move over there. Same thing that you can see with other islands as well. So it doesn't take time really much to be a resident. So when I start to work, I did the visa, and then I get what they call the cedula, so the resident.
Dominican ID.
Dominican ID, and you can open your business. The prices as well for the lawyers to open a business here, it costs about $2,000 with all of the papers. It's the process. You need to be very
Yes.
patient.
Island time. Island time.
Yoga, you need to be very easygoing and flexible, because it's always going to happen something, but it doesn't cost you like it can cost you in Canada to open a new business.
Yes.
So you can start with no money, like when I start, just a little bit, and you get your company going. So when I realized 17 years ago that the life was good, food it's good, people it's nice, I decide when they ask me if I want to go back to Mexico, I said no, I will stay in Dominican Republic, and I worked for that company until 2015. Then 2015, I switched as the manager for a tour company, doing excursion, the zip line, the monkey land, the boogies, the Santo Domingo City tour. So that's why I start to get really involved into the experiences of the destination. And then 3 years ago, I said, okay, that's the time right now. Let's open our own tour operator. Let's open our own business with our vision. And that's why I never left. I've been 17 years, and I will probably never go back to Canada and just stay here, because I love it. Yeah.
Yeah, same with me.
Yeah.
Sometimes people do ask me, do you think you'll move back to the United States?
Why?
Exactly. I'm like, I don't think so.
No,
I'm really, really happy here. More happy every day, actually.
And it's still a small zone. It's not people who live here in Dominican Republic, in Punta Cana, for many years, 10 years and over. It's so small that you know everybody here. It's small. It's a small
a village.
town. Yeah. We can have for right now. It's 89,000 rooms or something like that. So over 100,000 people who can come here every month. But all of the manager, the business owners, we are about 20,000, 30,000 here living in Punta Cana. So slowly, you know everybody. You have the contacts, because it's a land that it's work a lot with contacts.
Yes.
So why my mom always say, Oliver, are you coming back to Quebec? And I said, doing that again and making my network working and have all of the contacts, it's going to take me 17 years. So why I need to move? So now, the families, the friends are here. And that's why I love it. That's why we're here, and we're happy and everything is fine. And
that's beautiful. That's a beautiful story. And I love hearing these stories because it's similar to my story. So just to hear it from a different perspective, a different person, a different country, but the same kind of energy and that attraction. What would you say to someone who is thinking about opening a business? For example, you said that opportunities are here. what would you give them as a tip or maybe a watch out or something to keep in mind? We already know there's island time. So that is a theme here that we are on an island and island time is real. So always you have to know that it's not going to be very fast. You can't click on online and have your company right away. It's a manual process. What would you advise somebody that they might not find online or on the internet about starting your own business, running your own company here in Punta Cana?
Take your time. I saw, and I'm pretty sure you as well, so many people that I know or stories that I heard, people coming here from Spain and France and United States and Canada and say, oh, wow, Punta Cana, I want to live here. And they decide like that to open a restaurant or a bar. And after 4 months, they need to shut down because they don't have clients. I think a lot of people forget about to evaluate really much the market. It is very a hard place, I think, for businesses. Why? Because a lot of people come in the hotel all inclusive. They don't go out. So the economy of Punta Cana, it's not the same. So we do have people who can afford to go in a bar and restaurant, for example, but most of the employees cannot go for a dinner of $50 or $75. And so a lot of people arrive with a brand, with an idea to open a new restaurant where it costs $50 for the plate and everything. And when you look that 80% of the employees cannot afford it because we don't have the market. They live in Igwe, like we were talking a little bit before. They don't live in Punta Cana. So it's look like that it's, wow, 100,000 people every month, and Punta Cana with all of the flights coming there and 7 millions. Wow, the business will be incredible, but which is not. You need to make study. Don't fall in love with Punta Cana and just decide to open a business. You need to think about it, find something that you will love and not be slave of your own company, I think, because many people, sometimes they work and work, and if they feel sick or something like that, they have nobody who, so it's really important, I think, not become your own employees of your time. So opportunities is there. You need to have a head. That's good, because like this morning I had a meeting with some guys who decided to brought a new product, more high-end yachts.
Okay.
Real one.
A real yacht,
real
not like a catamaran.
We all have been in those catamarans everywhere where they all go at the same natural pool, where you have thousands of people going in the same water with this, not the same music, because they all want to put their own music.
Yes.
And we all have been there. So we try to find out something else. And, you know, those kind of product, we can see that the market right now, it's so different that people want to travel more individually, more private transportation. So of course, like we reserve a lot of suburban private transport from the airport to go to the hotel, because people, they are tired to wait at the airport for the bus to be loaded and do the milk run.
Oh, yes. Stopping at every hotel on the way.
So it's 20 minutes, but it takes 2 hours to get to the hotel, and you get there with 50 people.
Don't
and
do it like that. Private transportation.
Private transportation, and same thing with the tour. So I think people can come here, and if they have a good idea on private, it can work very well. We know that real estate, it's working very well.
Yes, real estate is a good business.
Real estate, it's blooming right now.
Yes.
It's over 200 or 250,000 new units they're building right now at the same time.
Crazy.
It's crazy. May I decide to go a little bit more by Michas, so I'll go out of Punta Cana, because we do have maybe a little problem of
infrastructure.
Thank you, my French.
Háblame en español. No. I'm trying to speak French, but it didn't come out.
Ça va bien. Comme ça, on peut continuer en français.
Comment ça va?
Ça va très bien.
Ça va bien.
We do have a problem sometimes with the electricity, the water on the streets, and traffic. I live.
Yeah, more and more traffic these days. It is, I'm still not used to it. I used to get from my house to the office in like 5 or 7 minutes. Yeah. I think it took me like 15, minutes, 20. It's still too much. And so, I live in
downtown, and to come to my office right here, one time it took me 1 hour and 15 minutes. with an accident because it's one road,
Oh, yeah.
one way in, one way out.
Yeah.
So if something happened on the road, you're stuck.
Forget about it. Yeah.
So,
So what about Meeches? So let me hear, because I'm curious to hear about that. What do you see? What do you feel? What do you think is coming?
the mountains,
The mountains.
the natural park, beaches where you don't have the all resort yet. I'm looking for a project right now with a couple of friends as well. One of my dreams is always to have my bed and breakfast. We're going there, so we're buying some land, but it's not on the beach because if you look the prices right now for beachfront, it's not insane, but we're talking at $800, $1,000 per square meters. Over there, you can have some
That's
good
high.
lands. Yeah, and you can have good lands over there for $50.
Yeah.
I like that place. So Punta Cana, it is Punta Cana, will always stay Punta Cana. But now from the downtown to go to Meeches with the new highway, it's less than an hour drive. So I spend less time, more distance, but less time in my Jeep than being here in Punta Cana. So slowly, the business and myself personally, we move a little bit more by Meeches.
I love hearing that because I'm working on something in Meeches too.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
We'll have to talk.
Yeah, we're gonna have to talk. I'm looking to build a legacy up there in Meeches. So more to come on that, but love hearing you.
If you need any tour operator to organize tours and
course.
everything, I would be more than happy.
Of course, that is going to be a part of the project. So we will definitely be doing some business together. Beautiful piece of land that we're working on, and actually has great natural resources, waterfall.
Oh,
so
wow.
yes.
Okay. I didn't know that before.
So
Yeah.
the future is moving a little bit north of Punta
I
Cana.
think so. Yeah, I think so.
Back to Punta Cana. What would you recommend to somebody who is coming here, who is maybe in a resort or out of a resort, as a different and unique experience in Punta Cana?
That's a good question.
Okay.
I think, all of the providers, all of the people who can offer experiences, they are in the all-inclusive hotel. It's all work with volume. So we do offer the same. I think for the families, one park, it's called the Monkeyland. It's a great one.
Monkeyland. I've never been to Monkeyland,
No
but
way.
I know.
Really? No, I was the manager for 7 years.
Oh, yeah?
On that company. And of course, it's not like a zoo, it's an interaction. So they got to have about 80 monkeys. They give you a plate of fruits and they just go down from the trees and they eat on your hands. It's very nice, but it's not Dominican Republic as well.
Okay.
It's good for the kids. It's good for the adults as well. The comments are amazing, but the monkeys are not from Dominican Republic. So it's not,
Oh, really? They import the monkeys for the excursion? That's so interesting.
yeah, but
Okay.
it's
an experience.
It's an experience, and they mix it with the zip line, with the boogie tour as well. So people who come here to Punta Cana and they really want another experiences, what we offer. I know everybody heard about Coco Bongo.
Yes.
I'm not too old, but I'm tired of Coco Bongo. Sorry for them. I love the concept. They are in Mexico. They are here. They arrive with a beautiful concept. But when you have been to Coco Bongo once, you did it twice. It's the same. You look at the show.
You went once and you did it twice.
In Mexico and here, but it's the same show. No, I really love the concept, but they have so many other bars, and maybe sometimes people they don't feel safe enough to go out by themselves. So we organize private transportation, drivers waiting for them, and we select a couple of good clubs that they can go. We got a couple of friends who have bars, mixology, where they drink a couple of good drinks. So I think for people who want a night out, they can contact us and we organize something a la carte. Customized.
So just a night out on the town.
Just a night out. We have some good sport bar. Football players, football fans. You want to watch a football game?
Like football or football,
like
soccer?
football, American.
Like what?
American.
We have to
Soccer,
qualify.
Hockey game. I'm Canadian, so for me it's
Okay.
more the hockey.
Okay.
We do have friends who own sport bars. It's something great. It happened before I brought some group as well to a car wash, and everybody said,
Oh,
"Well,
well,
why,
yeah,
why a car wash?"
that's a Dominican hangout.
Exactly.
Hello.
They play dominoes, they drink beer. So that's the beauty of Dominican Republic. You go for an hour washing your car, and you have a couple of beers, and then you drive back your car home.
Exactly. So Dominican excursion, car wash. You can get your car wash. They always come with salons and barbershops, so you can get your hair done, your nails, your manicure, your pedicure, have a drink, dance, get your car cleaned.
Everything.
All in one stop.
Oh yeah.
Okay, we got it.
I love as well around Punta Cana. They have what we call really Punta Cana. They do have really good tours, excursion that they are not so popular. You're not sharing with 80 boats the natural pool. So I love to send the people a little bit more in that area. They have the National Reserve of Punta Cana as well. They organize tours with golf car that you go around the reserve. You have the cenote. Cenote, I'm pretty sure like in Mexico. So that's underground water system with the water. It's a little bit fresh, so it's not salty water. So we organize tour with boat over there. We got a couple of yacht as well. So that's why Punta Cana, you have a lot of offers. I would say, baby, be careful. Everybody have something to sell in Dominican Republic.
Yes.
So we have stories, bad stories, good
Yes.
stories. I don't understand why some people, they come here and just give money to someone on the beach that they don't know. You don't do that in New York. Why are you doing it in Punta Cana?
I know. And I say that all the time. It's like, don't buy real estate from a taxi driver. They're a driver. They're not a realtor, right? Don't buy an excursion from anybody.
Someone, yeah, but it is nice. Yeah,
But
it
go
might
to
be nice.
a real company, go to a professional, go to a reputable company,
Yeah.
so you can get what you're looking for. So
Like to give an example on this, people say, "Oh, with the prices, I can have cheaper on the beach," but it's always for what you pay in life.
Yeah.
Like sauna, which it's one of the tour. It's 3,000 people per day who's going to sauna. Sauna, it's split in 22 different sections. So providers who
Wow.
own a part of the beach, and you have over 40 providers with boats offering tours in sauna. So the prices. I can have sauna for $40 per person, all inclusive with the transportation, the food, the drinks.
Wow.
And I have sauna for $169. People that don't know the difference, they say, "Oh no, on the beach they give me cheaper. I have the sauna at 45, and your price, Oliver, it's 90." It's not the same supplier. It's
No.
not the same quality.
No.
It's the same thing with the boogies. The boogies tour. Everybody have a boogie here. You got about 30 companies offering excursion with the boogies, but the quality, it's not the same. And of course, Adventure Finder, we are very responsible. We want to make sure that our clients will come back, don't have complaints. We select our providers. Every providers need to have their license, because
Yes.
a lot of people here, what we call the pirate,
Yes.
operate some tours without any license, any insurance. If something
Wow.
happened, we never want things to happen, but if something happened, you are by yourself. You are by
Yes.
yourself. And yes, it happened a couple of times that
Yeah.
the accident and everything, the accident happened. So you want to have the backup. So that's
Yeah.
why I said, guys, you want to save $5 to go to another tour and go with someone that you don't know, or a company that it's not registered. It's up to you. Don't come back to cry after that.
it is so not worth it to cut corners. I want to tell a story. I did exactly what you're talking about here.
I think everybody.
We're guilty too. We've done it too. So when we went, this was a couple of years ago, we wanted to go on the whale watching excursion in Samana. So we opted for the private VIP that we thought was just going to be us. And when we got to the dock, it was like this little rowboat. I kid you not.
You didn't do it with the Lensha? Oh my God.
No, listen, it was VIP, and it was such a good VIP price. So it was literally a rowboat that they had to go and look for a motor to connect to it so that we could go out. We had to like jump off of the dock like with them holding it and lifting
man.
us to get. So we're going out, and we lost half of our group along the way. Like my younger son, my husband, and
I'm
a
all
friend
over
of ours, they got off along the way and said, we'll wait here because we're not going all the way out into the bay. So it was my daughter and me, and we were bumping and hitting these waves. I was so scared that we were going to flip over. And I thought, we're going to be flipped over in the water with these whales. And next to us, when we stopped to see the whales, there was this big, beautiful giant boat with 2-3 levels, and the professional photographers and everybody there. And we were just sitting there soaking wet.
That was the VIP one. Yeah.
But it wasn't private. So we were just sitting there the whole time, and I will never do that again. My daughter was there. My back hurt for a week, and we were sitting there, and I was literally like, never again. Yeah. So,
and even you live here and you know the rules and everything.
Exactly. That's what I was going to say. So listen to experience. Don't go for saving $5 or $10. Go with the professionals. Cause I don't even know who we had actually ordered that from, but I can imagine that it was something professional. It was like a little rowboat that they put a motor on, and we were smacking these deep waves. And I thought to myself, this little rowboat should not be out in waters these deep. So listen, I totally agree with your story. As you were telling me that, I get these flashbacks to our private VIP whale watching experience that was very traumatic. Mm-hmm. And now I go with the well-known. I go with, if it is going to be private, we buy the whole boat and we take 50 people now and really do it the right way. Or with you. How about that? Yeah. How about we just do everything with you and make sure that we have insurance and that is professional and that we don't have to worry and all of that.
So the difference, sometimes people think that going directly with the supplier, they will have a better price, but you never know the suppliers with who you would go. When you go with a tour operator, like we have a catalog, we have a lot of offer. If one supplier is not good for you, we can always find another option.
Yes.
But when you go with the supplier, you want to sell only what he have. So he don't want you to book something else. So that's why sometimes it's better to go with someone who have a big catalog. Like we said, we offer over 60 experiences.
Incredible. That's amazing. And and there's some that I still need to, Monkeyland and some of the other ones that I saw. So I have some family coming next month. We may have to make like tourists and go on some more of your excursions.
I would go as a tour guide.
Yes, yes, we'll do that. So what would you say are some of your biggest challenges to doing what you do and running a business here in Punta Cana?
I would say the pirates, people who are not supposed to sell, but they have something to sell.
Yes.
We try to do the things right for the country.
Yes.
We are part of the Minister of Tourism. We try to have everything in license. We pay our taxes. We pay well of our employees. We give back with some places that we go, with schools that we give donations. So we try to do the right thing. And sometimes we always have someone that doesn't have license and everything and just try to cut the price down and selling what they're not supposed to sell.
It's a risk. Don't take the risk.
Yeah. So one of the challenges is that, and now that we can see that more and more people arrive by themselves. They are not arriving with the charter flight and with the same hotel to stay for 1 week. Now people arrive every single day. They come for 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, Airbnb. So just here on the area where we are, it's 1,200 units.
Wow.
How to catch those people? Because they already know the destination. They already have great experience or bad experiences, but they are not into the same resort that we can just send some Instagram or Facebook post and advising.
Yes.
So how to get to...
I have a tip for that, Oli. Billboard.
I have to.
I know. So very good. As a part of the podcast, we always take a question from one of our subscribers. So I'm going to take the question.
All right.
And then, you will pick the question and then I will ask. Okay, here we go. So Pick one.
Pick one. All right. Got that? Yeah, all right. There we go.
Okay, here we go. I'm planning on booking excursions on my next trip to Punta Cana. What do I need to know? Any tips or advice?
It's depend
Call
which
Ali.
tour.
Oh.
That's a good one.
No, but go ahead.
Prices, it's on US. So for US market, it's good. So if you are Canadian or European, it's something a little bit different. Here in Punta Cana, bring cash for tipping. I think the tips, it can be very important. So when we have the tours, it's transportation, the tour guide. We offer usually the drinks and the food included if it's a full day tour. But I know tour guides and driver, they work very hard to give a good services. It's not an obligation. Tip, it's supposed to be because you like the services. So it's not like in Canada that you need to give tips. So
Yes.
it's
But be prepared. I like that. Be prepared.
Be prepared.
to give tips.
We need to know that the average here for an employees as tour guide or bus driver, it's about $500-600 US a month. They have their families to feed and everything. So they are counting a lot on the tip.
Okay.
So I think sometimes $5 per person. So you are a couple, so at $10
Nice.
can be nice. You don't need to leave $50 or $100. I think at $5 can be very nice. Give the tip at the end of the service and not like a lot of people do at the beginning to make sure that they have a good service, because it's supposed to be to say thank you. And here sometimes people they misunderstand. And sunscreen always. I saw a lot of lobsters walking on the beach.
And they weren't from the bottom of the ocean, right?
Yeah, sunscreen, comfortable clothes. And of course, make sure that your booking is good. If you do it online, make sure that you go with platform that they are renowned, without naming any one of them, but make sure that you can see some good comments on it. I heard a lot of scam people sending online with Facebook or Instagram groups, and they never go to pick you up. So just make sure that you're talking with a real company, because it happened in all around the world. So just be careful, be a customer that know what you want and get the good information, and please don't do the last minute. How many people call me sometime at 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock for the next day, and we're full. We're full.
That's kind of late.
I know people come in vacation and they decide
I don't know who's ever done that.
I don't know.
I don't know.
It's at 9 o'clock at night. Hey, I need a bus for tomorrow.
Morning, 6 o'clock.
that happened. So try to be prepared.
Yes.
And that's probably the tip. And as well, if you like the company with who you're going, with who you book, if you like, the services, please comment online. I think it's very helpful. Everything with the social media, the Google My Business. Take the 5 minutes of your time to say thank you, to give your experiences. You help not only the company, but you help the other traveler so they can be safer. They can find better tour, better experience, and be safe. So I know we forget always to take that little 5 minutes and go and comment. But right now with in 2025, with all of the social media and the digital and the online, it is something very, very important.
Yes. And I really appreciate all of those comments. It's very clear that you are passionate about what you do, that you are a subject matter expert. You know what you're doing. You have a reputable company. And this has been really good and hopefully help a lot of people. I know that I should go online and do more reviews of the good experiences that I have. So I'm taking some notes from some of the tips that you're offering as well, because we can all learn. So,
I used to not do it. And now I realize that, we have friends sometimes who own bars, or everybody struggle a little bit to make a good business. So when you're happy, share it.
That's
because
true.
when people are not happy, they will share it with 10 people, and people are happy, they will share it with 3. So it's
exactly.
It's not fair.
Bad news travels fast, but good news, like, where are the good places to go?
And we have always bad news around us, so it's nice to be positive and just to take it. You try a new restaurant, you try a new food, you try a new place to hang out. You like it? Comment.
I love that.
Take the time and comments. It's helping everybody.
Yes, I've taken some notes on that, Ali, and thank you. And Adventure Finders, where can they get in contact with you if somebody wants to contact you for excursions
You can
or
go
whatever?
on the Facebook. You can go to Instagram as well. We have our YouTube channel, our TikTok, so Adventure Finder, and you can go on our web. We just launched a new web, which is not. But if you go adventuresfinder.com, or now it's called Always DR, Always
Always
Dominican
DR. Okay.
Republic.com. Alwaysdr.com. You can contact us. We have all of the videos and the pictures and all of the tours that we're doing, packages. If you want your group of 10, 12 people, you want to come here for a week of yoga and massage, we know good places now
Yes.
that they offer those programs. Nice hotel, boutique hotels.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. You can contact us, go to see. And of course, if you're looking more for a customer package, take your time, send us a little email, and we're gonna call you back. That can be me, that can be my wife. She's Italian, she speaks French, English, Spanish.
Yeah, she speaks like 10 languages, right?
Something like that, yeah. But I started to do something, but yeah. So you can, just get in touch, and we work on customize your tour. And for us, nothing is impossible. So
Yes.
if you know what you want, we can make it happen.
Yes. Thank you so much, Ali. It's been a pleasure to have you here on the Punta Cana podcast. And thank you to all of you who have been with us today. Hopefully you've learned something. Like Ali says, write a comment. Let us know if you like the episode. It absolutely does help in the algorithm. It can help someone who is looking for excursions or experiences when they come to Punta Cana. So thank you for being a part of the Punta Cana podcast, and we'll see you on the next one.